yeah, I expect to get rid of these at some point. This is too much responsibility. Intro is running, so you've got about 4.5 minutes. I feel like Nat just woke up. Oh, that's right. I'm live in the intro. Oh, hello, Atlas. How's it going, Pachi? Yeah.
Mine just says
good.
Lords and Ladies of Fate.
And welcome all you lords and ladies of fate. In this stream, we play all manner of tabletop RPGs for your entertainment. This is the only tabletop Twitch stream that allows you to control the destinies of our players. Earn fate chips just by watching and also by following, hosting, or subscribing. Those Prime subs, great this time of year. Spend those fate chips. Spend those fate chips to buy items or to heal your favorite players, make them say or do silly things, or even force the party into random encounters. Today we're playing Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition, set in the world of Edinia, a place where diametrically opposed factions are vying for all control of magic in the world. How are we doing, everyone?
Yeah.
There we go. There we go. There we go. Hey, we're gonna get to we're gonna get to a major retcon here in just a second. But first, how is everybody doing today?
Great.
So far, I'm loving the retcon to the topography.
Oh, Jesus.
It's wonderful.
And it begins.
Yep.
It begins.
Our maturity show.
So today we're going to attempt to get through another stage of planning and preparing for a heist.
Oh my god.
I love that you said attempt.
I just realized that Gur is a picture. We could do better than that, right? We could do much better than that.
I don't picture.
I have to let my dog out. Be right back.
There we go.
I love that.
There we go.
Oh, wow.
Now we've got a Gur. You can see him eating in his natural habitat. All right. So last time on Edinia, our party made their way finally back to the city where they found some pretty interesting information. Apparently, someone who looks exactly like Sister Nova and the adventuring party has made an attempt on King Ignatius Kale Cornblower. And the royal family has retreated into hiding along with the Holy Eclipse. So all thoughts of maybe also murdering Sister Nova's not dad may be falling to the wayside here, but the restricted section is still on the menu. You all have gotten some information as to the doorways into the library, how it is guarded, and you all have come up with a kind of plan so far at night. Well, you were all in the conference room talking, and you all had decided that you were going to make the attempt on the following midnight during shift change. I believe the idea was to get a pair of the guards and do a little bit of impostering. There was also some talk of going to an editor, trying to clear the air, set the story straight.
I think that was something that no, actually we're gonna straight up lie to the editor. We're gonna say, yeah, I did do it and this is why.
That I had prepared for the other thing, so no.
Cowabunga.
So
Cowabunga is
I don't
right,
like
baby.
to say it, but I'm just gonna say no.
What do you mean, no? That was like the whole plan, Boo-Boo.
So that's where we are. We are at in the conference room, and Sniffler was not sad in the corner trying to sleep. He's fine. He's perfectly fine. He's not in need of a bedtime story because someone didn't make a bedtime story. So we'll get to that. Don't you worry.
Maybe we'll make it like our holiday special.
I'm fairly certain you owe the lords and ladies some fate
Yeah,
jokes for the
absolutely,
delay.
absolutely.
Like, I'm gonna call that out right now.
Boo on you, waif. What is
I
waif?
think it's
You can make
WAF.
it like last year's Rungus Before Christmas.
Oh yeah,
And
we
make it a
it's
separate
something.
thing.
Mhm.
We could. It could be a play on one of those wonderful who am I, Armand? Wonderful. One of those stories, one of those, like thump through the where you're fast asleep, you heard a crash and it was a clatter, whatever the fuck. I don't know anything about
That's
Christmas.
A Night Before Christmas. And if you actually go, here's a
First
great
night
plug.
before Christmas, and all through the house,
Here-
not a
here's
creature
a
was
gr-
stirring, not even a mouse.
Right.
Here's
I know
a
all
Let's
of
do
them.
that.
here's a
but
great
but
plug for our
them
YouTube channel. You can go to our YouTube channel right now and you can watch our very own Rungus from the Thursday night Rift stream read A Nightmare Before Christmas. And let me tell you, it
A Nightmare
has
Before Christmas.
criminally too
Dumb.
few views to be as good as it is. It is primo content, and you all need to go to the YouTube and watch it now.
So I said we do a play on that. We actually call it The Nightmare Before Christmas, and we narrate it as Rungus. But
Maybe Rungus is
it
a
would be
skeleton.
Sniffler's
Maybe he could be a
dream.
skeleton, and he could be lost and bored with Halloween. And maybe he could magically find a way to get to Christmas Town, and through that find a revitalized way of celebration.
The fuck. No, listen. I'm thinking like maybe Rungus narrates like a version of that story, but as if Sniffler was the main character, and it's more of a
All right, you tell Bruce that
and-
you're creating new work. You're
So
creating
rewrite a
more
whole
work for him.
story.
You
Yeah,
tell
yeah,
Bruce
yeah.
that you're creating more work for him.
I'll do it. I'll do it. Listen, it's a genius idea. I'll do it. I'll write
So that's like some back channel stuff. We'll talk about that later. Let's get on with the plot. 14 minutes in. So you all are in the conference room. It has gotten a little heated between Quentin and Sister Nova at times. Sister Nova wants
Yeah, 'cause I wanted to go lie to the people, and apparently we're not doing that.
honestly, you'd have a better chance trying to clear your name with the editor than you would going to the editor and telling him, "Hey, I'm here and I fucking did it."
But I was okay. So the plan was, I was gonna say, "Hey, I'm here and I did do it, but I did it because Skepta told me to, and any true followers of Skepta wouldn't shun me."
Oh, that's gonna be tricky. That's gonna be tricky.
Right?
Who brought their plane to the stream?
Someone's running some.
I'm a jumbo jet man.
Someone's running some aerial drills today. On that note, Jen Washitashi, why don't you talk to us about anything unrelated to aircraft?
Well, perfect timing. That plane that wasn't is gone now.
Okay, good. That's all I wanted.
so
I wanted
I
to
think
try and
that's-
embarrass you with the airplane, but now that it's not there, we'll move on.
Man, but I have something to say.
Table that, hold on to that aggression, and use it in this role-playing session. Here we go.
Aggression.
You all are still
Okay.
there having your conversation. It is about it's about 10, almost 11 o'clock at night. So you've got about 25 hours before you need to be in place and doing stuff. You got plenty of time, but
Wait, so am I still saying that I did it or not?
I'm I need to just I think we need to think more about going to that editor like at all. That it could backfire so hard. No matter what.
Yeah,
we
but I
tell
feel
them.
like
it could ruin everything.
because like I kind of don't want to go to the editor at all if I'm just kind of trying to clear my name. I only want to go to the editor if it's stirring shit, because that's the only possible gain we could get from this.
But could we maybe stir shit after we accomplish what we're trying to do?
But I
here?
thought the whole deal
Totally
was
happy to
bait
back
and
you up with
switch.
that.
Yeah, I thought the whole thing was like that was the diversion that we were gonna get for.
I just want to make sure that we are 100% certain that it's not going to completely backfire and we're all going to end
We
up
can't be. We can't be 100%
getting
certain of any of
shanked in
this.
prison.
Remember, the library is set up in such a way that only those that have been baptized into the church can actually see the path through the glass bookshelves. So if something were to happen to Sister Nova before you were all able to get into the library, y'all would just be running around lost in a maze.
Okay, cool. So we
So-
go to the library and then we stash it and then we
Well,
run.
I thought the idea was great, and I thought we settled on sending somebody, and if we didn't settle on this, then we can possibly talk about it now, sending somebody that looks like Sister Nova to go in and stir the shit at the editor. That way it would play as a distraction for while we are burgling different homes and tying up 3 different guards to make sure we had their guards incapacitated for when we actually took over our shift later. So they were sequentially, it was editor and guards at the same time, late at night, right? Just before, like a couple hours before their shift starts. And then if that person got caught looking like Sister Nova, it wouldn't have any impact on our actual caper that we're going to pull at the temple.
Yeah, but that person isn't likely to have all the knowledge necessary to actually prove that they are Sister Nova.
But you just gotta say the thing.
Also, remember in your timeline, in your planning, your timelines and whatnot, the guards that are going to be guarding the doors at midnight tomorrow are going to be getting off at 12 noon tomorrow afternoon.
Right. So that plan wasn't for right now. Tomorrow we were supposed to go get costumes, right? Because by tomorrow, I mean we all go.
Yeah, you guys had said you guys had said
all.
looking for like disguises and also seeing if there was any other magical things in the seedy underbelly, the magic
Correct.
quarter that you could use to your advantage.
Because we're gonna need those, according to the narrator.
Well, you're going up against big magic. I mean, this is a lot of magic protecting this library. So a good way to combat that is with more magic.
If we're not all on the same page, then we can't go forward with this plan. But I thought it was a good plan. I thought the timeline is we sleep now. Tomorrow we wake up, go get costumes. As it gets closer to the shift of the guys who'll be getting off soon, aka tomorrow, then we split up. We have a fake Sister Nova and somebody go with that fake Sister Nova to the editor to create a buzz. So that way no one's looking. There's no available cops to look for the guards or the burglary that's happening at the guards, the B&Es that are happening at the guard's house. And simultaneously, 3 of us split up, or 2 of us split up and go sequentially to the houses, make sure we incapacitate the guards, and then meet back up at the temple. Shift is supposed to start. That way, and that would be including the person who went and, pretended to be Sister Nova.
Okay, so here's my question then. So if we're breaking into the library at midnight tomorrow, yes, there are going to be guards on duty that are supposed to get off at midnight. What do we do about them? Do we just approach them in our costumes and go, "Hey, we're your new replacements. We were hired by the church."
Well, there's a 5-minute, there's a few minute like crossover, a 60-second or 2-minute like I forget who said it, how long it was, but there's supposed to be like a crossover gap.
There's something.
I'm assuming they don't high five in the locker room every single time. I'm guessing there's a gap because there's a shift change. So I don't think we have to interact with them at all. I'm not sure though.
There is something very crucial that we're all forgetting right now. If we're all gonna be dressing up as paladins of the church, we don't have a magical license that say that we're paladins of the church.
We take it from the paladins we're incapacitating.
Yeah, but like, how good a disguise is gonna be?
I mean, just good enough to keep our heads low and
ID.
walk in. We just keep our heads low and walk in. Are you saying there's photo checks, there's ID checks? Are there more guards and more
Well, I mean, I
entry
feel
stations?
like if we're going to impersonate the guards and use the guards' ID, it might be a little suspect if we don't look like the guards.
Remember, Sniffler
And I want-
will
can
be
we all
able
take
to
a
at
step
least
back?
alter the appearance of at least 2 people before his magic start to get spread out too thin. So,
Okay. So who looks the most? We could just maybe look who looks the most like the guard that they're. You know what I mean? Like
Mm.
at least one of us is semi-human. We could just use whoever that is.
Are we making this way too much more complicated than it needs to be? Are we unable to just like sneak in and do the shit and then sneak out? Like, why are we making this so damn complicated?
Okay.
What we need to do is like in any other movie that you see, how do you distract guards? With a busty naked lady. Am I right or am I right? So we need busty naked ladies to distract the
So
guards.
are we
and then
rock, paper,
KB and one other person
Holly Hara,
sneaks
is that
in.
what we're doing? Are we
This
gonna
is
do rock,
definitely-
paper, scissors?
No, I vote if Sniffler can change someone's appearance, I think that Gurr and Gray need to be the big busty ladies. That way, if anything happens and like their appearance changes, they're going to be strong enough
We're
to
very big.
manhandle the guard.
We're
I
very
didn't
big.
plan for this, that's
these
for sure.
Amazonians?
But I like
You
it.
know what? This is the most chaotic plan on the table, and I adore it.
Fuck it, let's go with that. I'm cool. Whatever, as long as we move forward. Let's move forward.
Oh my god! And Gurr and Gray are lesbians.
Well, we're not going to be in the same space.
Lesbian.
Are we going to be in the same space?
Lesbian.
You can carry me like Papa. But like we're naked and we're ladies.
Then rock, paper, scissors is going to be scissors, scissors, scissors.
Okay. He did it, ladies and gentlemen. He did it. All right, cool. Q, are you cool with this plan?
You had me at busty naked ladies. What else are we doing? What?
All right, cool. So I think we're all good. Let's move forward with this fucking
Okay.
plan.
I do want to before you get too far into that, I do want to acknowledge the fact that for that comment, Gurr got some experience from Atlask there. Putting him on the experience tracker. That puts Quentin at 2, Gurr at 1, Holly Hara and Gray both with 0. So spread your love with those XP bonuses, and Sister Nova with 1 as well.
Why?
Nah.
Give them those bonuses.
I've been here
Those
since
bonuses
day
have been
one.
making these guys super overpowered each time they level. They get cool stuff like extra feats and extra increases to their ability scores and stuff.
Extra feet.
I would love an extra foot.
You
I
get
do a lot
12
of
inches on each of your nipples.
Give me XP. I'll draw more penises on the map.
Okay, so
Watching Armand say 12 inches on your nipples, like in silent on the stream, is very, very weird.
well, he said he wanted an extra foot.
Yeah, I hate this.
All right. All right, so
Okay, so initially we were going to go into the seedy underbelly and get like supplies and stuff. What kind of stuff do you think we need for this?
I think we need a really cute bra that can just snap
Oh, boy.
off.
Yes.
Um,
Maybe some nipple tassels.
oh hell yeah!
Some tearaway clothing just like snaps off.
And it's all edible.
licorice underwear. Yeah, exactly.
Gurr's
It's all
always
edible.
wearing
So are we-
clothing.
That's true. That's very true, Hulk. Are we just
Oh, wait,
ripping away our
wait.
clothing and throwing our
Edible-
edible clothing at the guards?
Okay, so edible clothing, but it's poisoned, and you feed it to the guards. It does.
Wait, and then that incapacitates them, and then
Yes.
it gets us
And
in.
it-
This is
Yeah,
genius.
so we can get
But we
out.
need 3. We need 3 busty ladies. Then 2 isn't enough. We need 3. There are 3 entrances.
What if we're all busty ladies?
That's too much. That's very Austin
Okay.
Powers of you. And you know what?
It's okay. It's okay. Quentin, do you want to be a busty lady too?
As you
Busty
are having this
lady?
conversation, you all are having this conversation. You all are having this conversation, and you notice as Sniffler just scurries across the room and opens a chest of drawers and dives into it and starts throwing things around, and he pops up with candy necklace panties. And he runs towards you all having this conversation and holds them up and goes, wah, wah, wah.
Well done.
I don't know. That was it.
You weren't.
Nice.
We talked about this, bud. Those are for special times. Like what? I mean, this is special, but those are for very, very special times. Why do you have
Gray, are
those?
these your personal belongings?
They're not my personal belongings. I happen to have them. But
So they belong to you. This is something you've been carrying around with you this entire
think of it
time.
as a memento, and
that's
hope
From what?
hope to rekindle. You know?
From what, Gray?
A gentle orc doesn't
A
kiss and tell.
Exist. The word you're looking for is exist.
You don't know me.
I taught you how to read.
Wait. It's true. If they're poison, can I poison them with my magic?
Do you have a poison spell?
I have a poison spell. Can I imbue it? Can I imbue these?
I would say yes. If you had time, if you took some time to sit down with them, you could absolutely do that.
Well, then I'll do that. That's so. Gray's play tonight is
to sit over top of a pair of candy necklace panties, chanting some sort of ancient ritual. Sure.
It has to be 3. It has to be 3. So for
and there's 3 guards at every
Yeah.
entrance.
And there's 3
But
entrances.
remember, only one entrance is the one you need.
But we only need 1 entrance.
I guess if we're seductively sneaking in, we don't need to incapacitate all 3. So okay, sure. So we have a pair.
Yeah, so we used one entrance in and out. So 2 of us dressed as
me and Gur.
naked busty ladies. Go to that
and
one
since I've been so
entrance.
helpful, I'll give you one piece of help before I stop. When you're breaking into the houses of the guards to incapacitate them for the night, I'm sure that there's going to be something in there that could probably help you figure out which entrance they're guarding, what entrance that actually is, that kind of stuff.
Also, the entrance
and they change.
Yep.
Yes.
But we're not. I thought we weren't incapacitating the guards yet. I thought we were skipping that altogether and just showing up as busty.
Oh, that's right. Well,
busty booze.
In order to incapacitate.
Yeah.
In order to incapacitate. But if Dungeon Daddy just slipped a hint that we probably should incapacitate them at home. But then how do we, I guess you'd have to steal their clothes and then take over. So it's still kind of interweaving it all in.
That's plan number 1. I don't like that. I like plan number 2, which is we just show up on site. Wait. Hold on. Question. Does Sister Nova...
Let's just cancel the hype.
Sister Nova, do you have... Oh, that was a red pen. I thought it was Twizzler, and I was very upset that I didn't have any. Sister Nova, do you have any insight to the entrances and how they change and which ones we should target?
I feel like I would, but I feel...
Why don't you go ahead and roll an insight check?
Nice. This is a perfect D&D roll. This is exactly why you roll. I love this.
Let me roll, please.
Thank you, Atlas.
Roll20 keeps logging me out.
Boo. That goes hand in hand with the way you roll in Roll20, so it hates you. I hate you so much.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fuck yeah.
Absolutely. You know that basically what happens is every shift change, the doors just shift. So basically, if the doors are A, B, and C, A is the one that gets you into the restricted section. When shift change happens, A moves to where B was, and everything kind of shifts around. And then when the next shift change happens, it moves to the next one. So you'd have to know exactly where the entrance is before shift change to go to the right one at shift change.
Okay, so it sounds like we still need to do some sort
investigations,
of sneaky recon.
I think we need to bring more edible underwear. Just
you can never have too much edible underwear.
Perhaps if we follow,
that's very untrue.
Wait, hold on one second.
Perhaps if we follow a certain set of guards home, we'll know what the rotation is.
And that'll happen at noon. Mm-hmm.
Smart. Wait, how will that give us?
It'll
the
at least
location?
let you know where the guards live.
Well, we already know that. Sister Nova already knows that. She grew
It's
up with
true.
them. But like, how would following them home find out? Like, don't we need to know more about like what their routines are and try to
Well,
like
we know
coerce
when
them?
their shift ends. Is the door just visible from a point in place where we can just see what crew?
You'd know because you'd
No.
have to
Yeah, but
be
how do we-
inside the
We would have
church
to
in
know which
order
doors
to. Yep.
right in advance.
Yeah. So I think
So yeah, tell you what, killing days back on. I'm gonna go follow those guys home. I'm gonna kill them in their fucking sleep, and hopefully they got orders on them, and like their schedule written down in the notebook, because these guys are tremendo dorks.
Wait, so are we
I'm going
not
to
seducing
bed.
them?
no, we still
I'm
are.
going
Sister
to
Nova,
bed. You guys have worked this out.
I mean, if you all really want to seduce,
Yeah, we still have to seduce the
yeah,
guards that
you
are already
could
at the
you
door.
could just
Gives
show
up.
up
Goes
to
to
the
bed.
entrance at 11 instead of midnight, so that way there are guards there that won't have replacements, and you could do your thick busty women trick there.
What do you mean?
But
That was
I didn't
not
say.
my
Well,
plan.
I was more
Aren't we
so
all-
the royal you, as in all, not you
Aren't we-
specifically.
aren't we? Well, my question is, aren't we
Does
already?
anybody have a spell that you can like enchant people and make
Yes.
them tell you what the hell you
Yes.
want? So we go up and speak to a guard and we cast whatever spell that you just said that you have and say, hey, which one of these is the entrance to the restricted
Mhm.
section of the library, punk? And then they have to tell us because we have magic and
Well, that's
giant
it's like
breath.
a befriending
The
spell.
trick with
or
those kind of
something like
spells
that.
is once they wear off,
They don't always work.
they don't always work, and once they wear off, the person who was enchanted or bewitched absolutely knows that they were fucked with by a spell, and most people. Yeah.
Unless we gaslight them.
It could be you could try to hella gaslight them, but that's still not going to stop them from knowing, hey, this person that I talked to seemed like a really cool person until I realized that they cast a fucking spell on me. Those fucking assholes. I'm gonna fucking get them.
Why don't we do this? Why don't we go to sleep and in the morning we split up? A group of us, right? One who has the enchanting spell, and then two others, or one other, goes off in order to follow one group, at least one group, or one set of guards, or one guard home, and then finds out what the routine is, and follows them to a bar or to the store or whatever, and just strikes up a friendly conversation, enchants them there, and then makes an escape before they can ever know that that person is still there, or who they are, or what their point is, or what their goal was. That way, it's kind of just seems like a
Because
weird
as soon as they come out of that enchantment, they're gonna report it. Almost
Report-
That's why I
report
think
that
we
they were
enchant
enchanted?
at the door, get the information, incapacitate them, go through with the heist, get out before they are
Actually,
even
yeah.
awake to realize
You're
that
very-
something happened.
You're very right. There's nothing stopping us from knocking them the fuck out. Once
This
we
is
enchant
straight
them.
up
We could do
Guardians
that.
of the Galaxy
information,
need to grab that
knock 'em the hell
battery last, because as soon as it does, the alarm goes off and it's the first thing you do. So yeah, I just watched Guardians of the Galaxy the other night. Anyway, so is that
Hey, have you guys seen Guardians of the Galaxy?
is that
Sorry, what?
is that
Nope, never.
what you all are settled on in the morning, kind of figuring out what your roles are, splitting off and meeting back up?
I like it.
Okay,
Gur, do you
so-
like it?
Yes.
Okay. Holly Hare, do you like it?
It was my idea. I love
Okay.
it.
Well, I mean, if some of us have imposter syndrome. Do you, Sister Nova, do you like this idea?
I feel like it might work.
Okay, great. Michael Jackson, how about you? I'm sorry. Q, how about you?
Q went to bed.
There was one glove before, so like I thought that joke would land, but now there's two. You've ruined everything.
There was always two because my room is cold as shit. So yes,
I'm
I have gloves on. Fuck off.
So we're in. This is
So-
it. This is the plan. We have, somebody who's responsible for telling Q. I mean, telling Q what the plan is.
Well,
tomorrow
I think
morning. He's not here.
Q's goal, when you all were discussing splitting up and doing a bunch of different things to prepare, I think his thing was he was going to go and hunt the guardsmen after they leave their shift. So he's probably my assumption from that is he's probably going to be hanging around sneakily at the church around like 11:30 waiting for the shift change to happen so he can follow the guards and see what they do.
Yeah,
Well,
so we just have to
it
catch him
The
before
ones
he
that
wakes
are going
up.
to be
Hours.
leaving at 12 are going to be the ones that we need to enchant at midnight the next day.
Right, so we need to make sure we stop him and explain the plan. Which I think, since we have incapacitating involved in the plan, he'll be fine with it. Who's up? Should we draw straws? Should we play scissors, scissors, scissors? What should we do?
I mean, it was Holly Harrow's plan, so maybe Holly Harrow should be the one to explain it.
I will do it.
Okay, but is that
I
going to
will
go
do-
over well? Like, you guys hate each other. Gur, let's let Gur do it. Gur, can you?
Oh, no, I want
No,
Gur
I
to
feel like-
explain the plan to Quentin.
Yeah, that's the whole
I want
point.
Gur to
Gur,
explain the plan
Gur,
to
you
Quentin.
up for it? Gur, do you get it? First of all, do you get it? All right, not Gur. Sister Nova, are you up for it?
I mean, I can try. I can't promise to explain it well, but I can try.
Okay, so Sister Nova's up because
Okay.
it's not going to
So-
work with Holly Harrow. Oh my God, 20% battery.
We got
What?
Chef Lordzo with
I mean,
his
'cause he
first
can, like,
first time
sneak around
chatting.
the
What's
church,
up?
but he
How's it
needs to
going,
not
Chef?
kill anybody.
Hey, that's my buddy Zoe.
Chef Lord
That's my buddy Zoe. What up, dude?
So I think I'm gonna like gently enter Q's room and like sit at the end of his bed and kind of like pat him on the forehead
So you're gonna get witch
and
bolted.
be like, "Hey, I have some news."
Oh God! Look, I'm already in enough. I'm already in enough trouble with this inn. You don't know what.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I have something that I need to communicate with you on behalf of the group.
So who like? Okay. What?
So the plan has changed a little bit. It's okay. So essentially, it's not a big change. It's just tomorrow, instead of killing the guards, we're going to enchant them by having Gray and disguised as large-breasted women wearing edible poisoned underwear.
And bootied. Can we be real?
Oh, and booty with major thigh, like so much thigh. You have no idea how much thigh
Yeah.
is going on. And even though they're both just going to be wearing edible underwear, they're also both wearing stiletto heels.
Real step on me vibes.
And they have, yeah, and hair extensions for days. Cute. Like,
Hair extensions, right? Okay.
yeah. So they're gonna go and seduce the guards, and then we're going to
Seduce hair
the guards-
extensions. Oh yeah, I got you.
yeah. So the guards are going to eat the edible underwear that's poisoned, and then they're going to be incapacitated, and then
Incapacitate the
to-
hair extension. Okay, so
no, it's the underwear that we're going to force feed the guards.
we're gonna force feed poison hair braids. What? I just
No,
Why,
edible underwear.
why did I let you guys make the plan? I'll just tell you in the morning.
I slap him.
Shit out! Oh, right. Okay. Right. Poison hair braids. Continue.
No, poisoned edible underwear.
Uh-huh. Okay,
So Gur and Gray are going to dress up and seduce the guards
uh-huh.
and poison them with their underwear.
Okay, yep. Poison.
Q, if you are not careful, and I swear to God, it's gonna be you doing
Poison
this.
the hair braids with the
We can rearrange this.
Okay. I got it. Okay.
I draw a little mustache on his forehead, and then I leave.
All right.
A mustache. That's kind of you. I would have drawn some balls.
I mean, I do that enough.
He's not a roll 20 map, so he's safe.
No, yeah.
So that was a lovely scene. I loved that. So I take it that means that everybody else kind of went their separate ways into their rooms and whatnot, and have attempted to get some sleep. Perfect. Okay. Well,
We're still gonna need to convene in the morning to figure out if we need to go to get some supplies and what else we might need.
I mean, I'll be
as
going
far
to
as
the.
enchantments or potions or anything like that.
Are we not going to the underbelly?
Yeah.
Oh wait, didn't we also discuss the possibility of there being a path from the underbelly to the library, to this restricted section, because we found old journals in the bucket last time.
you did. You
And potentially an extra escape
Mhm.
route.
Yeah.
I guess we'll have to wait till we get down there, see what we can find, see if it helps highlight anything. I don't want to go in there with the just hoping or thinking there might be a pathway, because that would be dumb.
right. Definitely something you probably want to think of. So So yeah, there we have it. The sun starts to peek in through everybody's windows. Letting
Hi, son.
Yep, letting you know that the day is just starting, fast approaching. Did anyone want to try to wake up before sunrise to get a little bit of an early start? Obviously, Sister Nova is all on getting a little bit amount of sleep and making sure that everything is ready to go. I see. Was Quentin also there trying to wake up early? There we go. Yep. Okay. Yes, Donatello?
I need my beauty sleep.
You what? Okay.
I'm still sleeping.
Your beauty sleep.
Sister Nova, as
Hey,
you
drink.
as you exit your room to kind of start gathering things for the day, you notice as Quentin's door opens up as well, and out comes a half well rested Quentin. He didn't get as much sleep as he would have liked. He had a little bit of a disturbance in the middle of the night.
Oh,
Oh, he'd be his
risky,
pants.
California. Morning.
Is it? Okay.
Okay, well, I'm
I'm moseying my way downstairs.
okay. I'm dressed as like the handmaiden still, aren't I?
Since yours wasn't a magical disguise, I would imagine unless you physically changed, then no.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna go downstairs dressed as the handmaiden and like get breakfast. Okay. Because I feel like this is a pretty good disguise. Because I feel like I'm working class, but also no one's going to approach me.
Just make sure you keep your your head down and whatnot. And
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to accompany Quentin downstairs.
all right, you see, there wasn't a lot of business at the inn. The Itchy Octopus wasn't a popular place to begin with, and now with everything going on in town, it's a little bit even more dead. But you do see the innkeeper back behind the bar, and he's polishing some glasses and just kind of like humming to himself.
Barcade! Let me get that eye.
Say that again. You startled me. I almost shit my britches.
I need the strongest red eye you have.
He looks at you and goes, Here, and he hands you a drink, and it's in a little glass, maybe that big. Its contents are dark and red, and it smells very pungent.
And a cup of
And then
coffee.
he it says that's a little easier, and he goes and he pours you a cup of coffee.
And I take the red eye shot, drop it into the coffee, and just slam it.
As you drink it, you can feel the warmth wash over you. You're almost instantly wide awake, and you start to see a little bit of a red tint in everything.
Yeah. Oh God. Fuck yeah. That was great, barkeep. I'm gonna go my God now.
Can I just have some water, please, and some pancakes?
The only pancakes I got are squid ink pancakes. Is that okay?
That's okay.
They're black.
Mm-hmm.
There's water. Water's free, unless you would like a clean glass.
I do not mind.
Perfect. And he reaches underneath the bar, and there's just this really dirty, grimy glass that he puts underneath of the faucet, turns the faucet on, and slides it across the bar for you. And then he says, "I'll be right back with the pancakes." And he just kind of like waddles into the back, and you through the slits in the little doorway that opens up like that, you can kind of see him wrestling with a tiny squid, like, come on, get it, squeeze, trying to get the squid ink out.
Oh my God, I feel bad.
Hey, at least you know it's fresh. Freshly squeezed squid ink pancakes.
Okay, so we I kind of just sort of sit there, sipping at my kind of grim water next to Quentin.
This water definitely has flavor. Quentin, you're muted.
And I said, like, you enjoy getting good and hydrated on dysentery, there, sister.
Don't call me
what you need?
Do not call me that.
What you need is one of these. Put some hair right on your chin.
Atlas, he would, but he would try to scare the squid, but this squid is he's not scared easily. He tried scaring the squid, but then he had to resort to squeezing it.
Just for funsies, because I haven't had an excuse to roll it in some time. Do I see the barkeep having a problem with the squid?
Roll perception. You were so jittery from your red eye coffee that you're just like almost vibrating through your chair. Too much to notice what's going on.
Would casting guidance make a difference? Would me casting guidance make a difference?
What die is that for?
I think
D4.
It's a D4.
Sure. If you want to cast guidance, he would need to hit the 4.
So not worth it.
Well, it's a cantrip, so Sister Nova can cast it at will. So it's not like it would be a waste for you to try.
Roll that D4. Come on, 4. Or do I roll a D4? Oh, I was waiting on Sister to do it. My bad.
There you go. You rolled 2, but we'll take the value of the first one in the chain there. So yeah, you do notice through fits of vibration, you notice he's fighting with the squid to get the ink out.
So I'm gonna go ahead and just go ahead and welcome myself into the kitchen.
Whoa, what are you doing?
Hey, but hey, that was some good shit. I think just hand me that squid. I think I got this for you. And I'm just gonna grab the squid by the the back of its floppy ass head, and be like, listen here, you little fuck. We need some squid, and you're gonna produce it right fucking now. And I did all this just so I can roll an intimidation check.
With his, I was about to give you advantage for that because of how well your what you said was, but you didn't need it, so that's good. He immediately just starts inking all over the place. It's just like a steady stream of ink, and it won't stop. And the squid is making this sound. Anyone wanna Gur? What sound is the squid making? As it's just inking uncontrollably.
And on that note, that's what I fucking hot. And kind of just hard pad the squid back into the chest of the barkeep and walk back to my seat. And another one of those. Clearly, they're doing the trick.
Wonderful, thanks. This squid's usually not so easily scared. It's like I should maybe try to employ a psychopath. Is what I'm learning here. What are you doing? You need a job? 2 gold a day.
Prolonged eye contact. Prolonged eye contact.
I mean, that sounds like a pretty good gig, to be fair.
There are peasants who don't even see a copper a day.
You can't afford my squid inking. Not.
I mean, very clearly he can.
What are you saying? He's a bougie innkeeper? Pretty sure his choice of ingredients says otherwise.
Well, he stays on
squid?
theme, okay? That's his thing. All right. So he comes back out finally with some pancakes for Sister Nova, slides them over, and hands you a carafe, a little tiny little pouring thing of just thick black, what appears to be squid ink pretending to be maple syrup.
Thank you.
Do you use it? The squid ink syrup?
I guess I am.
It's fresh squeeze.
It's very sweet. It's very, very, very sweet. So it feels like
I guess
Can it be called squirp?
that doesn't sound good.
I will pour like a modest amount or onto my not a little, but like not a lot either.
All right.
I mean, I feel like Sister really likes the savory things. Also, yeah. So Sister Nova's kind of thinking that she needs to pick a name because everyone calling her sister's gonna blow her cover. But she's not sure yet.
So you sit down and you're being very contemplative over your plate of just dark black goo, what it seems. At this point, Gur and Holly Hera start to wake from their slumber. Did you guys get separate rooms, or are we still the Gur and Holly Hera still bunking together?
I don't know. I don't think we've even discussed it last stream, but I would assume that we're probably in the same room.
All right, well, the sun finally starts to get up there a little bit higher, getting into your eyes and making it very, very hard to stay asleep.
Stupid son.
Guess it's time to go be a woman now.
It's been a long time since we've had a. Guess so. All right. Are you ready for the plan today, Gur?
What's the plan again?
Do you remember the plan?
Yes.
What's the plan?
I'm gonna be a
What's
pretty
the
lady.
plan? You
Gonna be
are a pretty lady, Gur.
That's fantastic.
All right. So the plan. We make you a pretty lady.
Yes.
You trick the guards into telling you which one is the door that we need to get into the restricted section of the library. And then you're going to knock them out with some poisoned panties.
Okay.
Right?
Yes.
Okay. You ready for breakfast?
Yes.
Okay. Then I suppose we leave our room.
You head down and you see that Quentin is sitting there as the barkeep is preparing him yet another shot of red mystery liquid and coffee. You see he's just the entire time, and Sister Nova is sitting a seat over at the bar, kind of like staring into a plate of black pancakes with black syrup.
Uh, how's that? Tap sister. With the understanding that I shouldn't say her name.
Don't. It's fine. Well, it's sweet, and also fishy.
Oh,
Um,
that sounds horrible.
it
Actually.
Yeah, it's filling though. So yeah, I've been thinking about my name, and I would prefer if you guys didn't refer to me as sister, because
Yeah, probably smart since you're not supposed to be here because you're a murderer.
I'm not, but like thanks.
About hey sister.
So um so Noelle kind of sounds similar to Nova, so just call me that for now.
All right, Noelle, you got it.
Thank you.
Gur.
Yeah.
We're going to, I kind of whisper to him, we're going to call Sister Noelle while we're here. Got it?
Okay. She's Noelle.
Don't forget.
And I'm a lady.
Yes, you're a lady, and Sister is Noelle.
Okay.
Watch this be the start of Gur's lucrative drag career.
Can't wait. Look out, RuPaul.
You've heard of RuPaul. Now get ready for Grr.
Oh.
Grr.
Lady G.
Lady
I love
G.
it. That's his stage name. I'm not even going to write that down. When you make your transformation, Grr, that will be your name, Lady G. Oh boy.
What will my name be?
I guess. So as this discussion is happening, this is when Gray and Sniffler start making their way down the stairs, and you hear the discussion of what they wish to call Sister Nova for the time being. So you came to the bar as Sister Nova was expressing her desire to be called Noelle. And that's when the discussion about Gur's name, and you come in and say, "What about my name?"
What about? Hold on. Hold on. G's my thing. If Gur's Lady G, what's my name?
Lady
The Gray
G
Lady.
squared.
Ooh.
Sounds
It does, but
mysterious
also
and
that
kind of spooky.
super
So
is
it's
my
also a
actual name.
It's also a Ghostbusters deep cut. Come on.
Also, as an actual historical figure in the UK, but sure.
You know what? For all of those reasons, yes, I'm gonna do it.
All right. Well, it's still pretty early in the morning. So you've got about 6 hours, 5.5 hours until
Shift change.
the first shift change of the day. That's gonna be the 12 noon shift change, where the nighttime guards are finally going to get off of work. So now would be the time to start getting to it, if that's what we're doing.
Okay, sounds
Indeed.
good. Hey, barkeep, can I have 2 double shots of your strong whatever? Oh no, I knocked my headphones.
You want strong? Oh, great. 2 of what I just had for my friend over here.
Hold on, what did he have? Because I don't. This guy is a different mode.
It's a bomb shot, and you're taking it with
So
me.
he does. He pours
Time.
a little bit of this red liquid into a glass and pours you a cup of coffee. Does the same thing for Quentin. Before you drink it, though, I would like to answer this meta question here, please.
What kind of vibes are we getting from the barkeep here? If I were to say ask him if he knew a way that we could possibly sneak into somewhere that you could do unsavory things in this city.
Ooh.
I mean, you could do an insight check to see if he passes the vibe check. While you are getting ready to roll that insight, you
I have another meta question.
You both drink your drinks, your little coffee with the red thing. Gray, you start to feel as if everything around you is vibrating, but you're standing still. But to the outside observer, you are vibrating violently, but you feel so awake and alert.
Oh man, it's like when I drink that blue bison or whatever.
Guys, can we not do drugs at 8 a.m.? Thanks.
Guys, can we not have trauma, like full lifetime trauma that leads to drugs? Thanks.
All right, there. No. All right, Mom. Try not to get in between me and my coffee. Clang.
You didn't tell me that there was caffeine. I need a double shot of something else, please.
You had a
Oh
meta
my
question,
God.
Gray?
Oh yeah, I forgot. Shit.
I love that.
It was important. It was very important. It's super important. Oh yeah, meta question is: does anyone else here? Well, everyone knows that I robbed this guy, right?
I think I told everybody.
Yeah.
You did tell. Yep.
Oh, that's right. You did out yourself.
Why would you remind the DM of that? Why would you do that, Josh?
Luckily, this barkeep hasn't counted the till, yet. So you're good for right now.
What a fucking schmuck!
Well,
Ray whispers
guys,
under his shaky voice.
I think I certainly have the energy to take on the day, and I am going to just walk out the front door.
Yeah, let's
Holly Harry, your insight check. You feel like this guy just really wants to protect his business, and you guys are giving him business at the moment. But you also feel like he wouldn't risk his business to protect you. So
he's a pansy. Then.
So that's none of his business.
Scared ass little bitch.
I remember my actual meta question because that one was off the cuff.
Okay.
Can we it's not really meta, it's more like stream question. Can we get a vibe dice built into our character sheets?
That's pretty much what insight check is. It's pretty much a vibe check.
I want to. It's not good enough for me.
Does
anyone else feel
put
the
that in the Twitch chat?
Just because
too.
you're bad at wisdom
Oops.
doesn't mean we mean to make a new.
You're right.
Insight and wisdom are not the same thing. First of all, second of all, look at my character sheet before you talk shit, lady. I'm saying
not
this to Sister
a lady.
Nova. I'm saying this to Sister Nova, duh. Because I'm assuming it's in game, but it's not because we're not in game right now. Yeah. So, you talk shit less, and I don't know. Am I bad?
Your
at
insight's
insight?
actually not bad. You're proficient in it,
Exactly.
and you get a +4.
Right, but I wanted a vibe check.
Why are you complaining?
Meanwhile, back
not-
at
Back at the plot.
Oh, I want a vibe check.
I'm sorry. I love you guys. Love you, Josh. Love everyone.
Want a vibe
Love Jessie,
check.
even though she's not here. Oh my god. Okay. Actually, no. I probably shouldn't say this. Sorry. Something popped into my head. I was like, oh.
save it for the post stream.
Yeah.
So yeah, now you all need to decide how you're splitting up and who's going to do what. I'll wait for a second. Holly Hera, I know the reason you wanted to do the vibe check on the bartender was because you wanted to see if he knew how to get to the seedy underbelly. You all already know how to get to the seedy underbelly. You've been there twice.
Can I go to the seedy underbelly?
Anyone is welcome to go. That's why this is your all's time to decide how you want to split up and do the tasks that you want to do to get your heist successful. The salty clam y'all. She got it.
All right. So I am my first instinct is I wanna scout.
Boo.
So I want to find
Quack.
a vantage point. Somewhere out of where I can be hidden but have good line of sight on the library entrance.
Okay. Everyone else?
I want someone to follow him.
If that's what you want, if that's how
I'm there for non-nefarious reasons. No need. Do what you do. Do what we got to do.
Oh, okay.
That's
So,
how
wait. So someone gave you the plan. That's right. You were here with us. Okay. So someone talked to you the plan. You're in the plan. All right. Cool. So, sorry guys, I was asleep for that. All right. I'm gonna. So, the plan is still to follow home someone from the Library of Midnight.
Yep. Which is what Quentin is trying to do.
Right. Which is why I'm scouting.
Okay. So if that's what you're doing, I know that I need to cast some sort of like disillusion spell on them, or friendly spell, or whatever spell. I can't see my spell sheet. No one tell him. No one tell the DM. Hold on. Yep, still can't see it. I'm gonna go with you.
We're gonna attract more attention to more people, or just kind of like a stealth mission is easier the fewer people that are there. Great, I appreciate the desire to help, but this would be the opposite.
But the whole plan hinges on me being able to help you, so I'm gonna go.
I'm gonna be.
Are you just gathering intel? Are you gonna follow them?
Josh, how bad is your dexterity?
Pretty bad. I'm a fucking orc. It's pretty bad. My whole goal here is to be able to so originally when this plan was hatching, I thought, so when we find them in a public place, somewhere we could like sneakily enchant them and then sneak off to get the information we needed. Is that not what we're doing anymore, or was I asleep for this? What's
well, I think that we are all getting a little bit confused.
Yeah. Can someone recant the plan to me, or
I'm gonna be a lady.
Gur's going to be a lady. Yes. So
Yeah,
the
me
plan was
too.
essentially we need to
I'm gonna
figure
knock
out
people out with
which
poison planet.
entranceway leads us to the restricted section of the library,
Right.
right?
Right.
So we can, I mean, y'all can go out and try to find that information by following them home to see if they have like a schedule or something. That's totally fine. But essentially, what we could do is just go up to the guards, enchant them, get them to tell us which is the correct entrance,
That's right. Okay.
incapacitate them.
So I'm not gonna go with Q anymore. Yeah, you're right. I forgot. It was a hazy sleep. It was a lot of drinking before the sleep. And you know what? I don't know if you guys remember this, but I'm fucking wired right now, and my brain is a little zip zappy. So
But since you're a giant orc, it's probably a good thing if we get you off the streets as soon as possible. So we should probably go to the Salty Clam, and then Q should go follow a guard to his home to see if we can find a schedule. So if we can get some intel as to what the correct entrance is, we at least have a starting point. So when we get there, we can have like this much more information. Then we enchant them. We ask them, "Is this the correct entrance?"
That
Yes,
makes
it is.
sense.
Okay, here's my boobies, and then knock you out.
and butts. Like, let's not forget the butts, the thighs.
And butts.
There's so many things that are
Some
important to this.
people like butts.
Oh, well. All right. So, hey, Q, are you cool with Sniffler going with you? You like Sniffler, right?
Oh yeah,
Just in case you need a
absolutely.
sneaky backup. Hey, Sniffler,
Well, he's pocket size, so yeah, no,
That's
that
true.
works.
Hey, Sniffler, don't forget you can enchant your boy with a disguise if he needs one. And Sniffler says, and runs
And
off.
I hold open my inventory pouch so we can hop in.
Wah.
Comfy in there, big guy? Good.
Yo, everyone needs a chance to interact with Sniffler on a one-on-one basis. It's the best thing. Like, it's so much fun. I can't wait for Q and Sniffler.
All right.
Like later in the story. Sorry. That wasn't meta at all. That was just me blurting.
All right. So
I'm gonna mute.
Where do we want to go first? Where do we want to take this first? Let's go, since it's still early on in the day, not quite 11:30 or close to shift change. Why don't we head towards the magic corridor with the remainder of the group that are going there, right? Okay. So I would also like everybody who is traveling to the everyone who's traveling to the magic quarter for right now, I need you all to make a roll. I believe this is going to be some sort of stealth roll because you all are wanted criminals still.
I'm in a disguise, and I'm not
I'm
wearing
just gonna
That's
turn back
armor.
fine.
into a cat.
That'll keep you from having to do that. If you have a disguise, you can make your roll at an advantage.
Do I have to roll?
No, I just said if you turn into a cat, that keeps
you.
You're a cat. No one's gonna look at you and go, "Oh, that's the person." Yeah, so we're gonna get some stealth rolls from everybody. Sister Nova, 15. I need one from Gur, and I will make one for Gray. Ooh.
Oh wait, I messed up.
I'll use my luck.
To use the inspiration there.
Yeah.
Gray, if you're there, would you like to use inspiration? Because a 10's just not going to do it, but a 25 will.
Yeah, let's
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Cool,
absolutely.
Cool.
I spent that time trying to upgrade my app and then get a different app, and none of it will work. So I tried.
So everybody's stealth rolls are pretty good. You're good. You were able to kind of hide in plain sight and keep your heads down and not draw too much attention to yourselves. You do pass by the Olive Garden, and you hear that lady calling out, come here, get your basket, fill up with your olives, because when you're here, your family.
Guys, I don't have family. We should go.
Especially if you're a person who doesn't have any family. Come on over and grab a basket for our You Don't Have a Family discount.
Did you hear her? We get a discount.
I run behind Gray and
Basket.
bite the back of his ankle.
Fuck. All right. Shit. All right. Well, let's go. God damn it. Can we hit it? Can we hit it on the way out? Can we hit the Olive Garden on the way out?
Also, remember, in a few hours, we'll be doing our extra special sale. When you're here, your family.
That's it. I'm going. I don't care if you come.
Oh,
Fight again.
Okay. So, so you make your way to the dilapidated front of the Salty Clam. I'm assuming everybody's going in. I'm just gonna keep assuming things until you all say no.
Yep.
Stop. That's not what I'm doing.
Yeah, definitely walking right into that clam.
Don't put those.
Slap me
my
in that
mouth.
clam.
You love that clam.
Don't put that salty clam in my mouth.
Give me that clam.
You sorry. You walk into the front door, and the person behind the bar kind of makes
No. I'm late. Sorry. No.
The bartender doesn't really look up very much, kind of just moves his eyes up and asks you, or says to you, the weather is very rainy right now.
Can one of us roll a history check or an intelligence saving throw?
Since this did technically happen in the
I don't
past, I'll
remember
let
the
you roll a
password.
history check for it.
Yeah. How do
My
none of us remember?
roll 20 is glitching out and is not letting me do anything.
I can open up your sheet and roll a history. You got an 8. You were right.
Can I use my inspiration?
For a 9.
Oh, never mind then. Can I use my guidance?
Yeah. You got to roll a 4 though.
Okay. Did I roll a 4?
Oh, that's right. I got to roll you D4 here. Here we go.
Hey, God. The sad thing is I have it. I have it, and I'm not with you.
I have it written down somewhere. I can't find my other notebook.
You did roll a 4.
Fuck yeah.
Atlas has.
That's no good because I forgot my umbrella.
There you go.
I hate it when it rains in the springtime.
That is the phrase. That is the phrase that that the person should have said. So, but Quentin is correct in what the response was. So, so that's right. So the person said to you, "I hate it when it rains in the springtime." You know the response to that because you rolled this this good history check. That Quentin, if you would like to say it again, since you have it written down there right in front of you.
Yeah, but then I flipped the page. Go ahead, Atlas, since I denied you. I was still typing. You're still typing. That's no good because I forgot my umbrella. One of the few times I took notes, that was one of them.
So you respond. You respond to the password here, and just like the last 2 times you all entered to the seedy underbelly here, he walks over to the dresser and pushes it across the wall, and you see the magical portal behind, and he kind of just ushers you through.
Thank you.
He doesn't say you're welcome or anything.
Found it.
He just waits for you all to cross through.
Okay. So I guess we go through the portal then.
All right. You all find yourself in the magical quarter. So what's our game plan here now that we're someplace further from the prying eye of the guards and whatnot?
Should we split up and look for... Okay, so we all want different things. I think Sister Nova is trying to find out if there is a secret entrance. So I feel like Noelle. Noelle's gonna go and like look for like taverns or like places where people hang out and try and like do a bit of face and try and like socialize and try and like gain respect and see if she can like foster some connections that might lead her to a secret tunnel. Secret tunnel.
I'm going to focus more on like tools and stuff that we need. So potions, things that can incapacitate, things that can make us more sneaky, that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Follow Holly.
Okie dokie. And let's see. So that's gonna be a game plan. We'll figure out what Gray wants to do when he gets back. Oh, there he is. There he is.
We're gonna go to the bar and drink.
Yeah. So Gray, you are the party has just decided they've gotten to the magical quarter. Sister Nova, aka Noelle, is going to go to some taverns and whatnot to try to see if there's a way to schmooze somebody into finding out some information on maybe a secret entrance into the library or an exit from the library. Holly, Hera, and Gur are on their way to start looking for tools, potions, scrolls, that kind of thing. What would you like to be doing? What for are you to be doing?
Something that lets me attend to my child.
No, you're good.
I'm so sorry.
We'll table that and we'll get back. So let's go to the shops and whatnot. So Holly, are you still a cat or have you transformed back into a human?
Once we got down to where we needed to be, I became myself again.
Sorry.
Human. Thank
Half
you
elf,
very much.
Half human. Cool beans. So you're walking down like the shops and whatnot. You see the potion shop. You see the magical item store. You see a place called Scrolls, More Scrolls. A brief history of magical scrolls. It's a very, very long sign. And there's a weapon shop, an armorer. There's a cafe.
I want scrolls and potions.
Hello, just some guy. Welcome back. So let's go to the scrolls. So you're going into scrolls, and more scrolls. A brief history of magical scrolls. I'm gonna say that every single time too. You walk in, you hear the ding of the bell, and you see this very happy gnomish shopkeeper come up and go, "Oh, look, somebody here to buy some scrolls. Hello." And he hops up on a ladder so he can kind of look at you face to face and goes, "Yes, lady. What can I do for you?"
I need you to show me your best scrolls for stealthiness.
Stealthiness. I've got a lot of stealthiness. What What, pray tell, do you need these scrolls for? Perchance I may be able to fine-tune and find you exactly what you need.
Well, to be honest with you, I'm going to kind of come down to his level. I think my old man might be seeing another elf. So the only way I'm really going to be able to find out what's going on is if I can very discreetly follow him and sneak into buildings where he'll be so that I can watch from afar without being detected at all. Like not physically, not by magic, nothing. Essentially, I mean that would be great. You know, I gotta find out if he's being unfaithful to me.
So he starts going, I'm very sorry to hear about your love life, but maybe we go to this cafe down the road afterwards. I'm a very generous lover.
Well, how about you help me out with some scrolls to help me figure this out, and then as soon as I know for sure that he's a backstabbing, terrible, no good, good for nothing, I will come right back
Well,
to you.
I must make sure that we find out that your significant other is being unfaithful, because I haven't had a date in almost a century.
And it's so important that I don't get caught. And you know, I might need to follow him maybe like
Oh,
5 times.
I've got plenty of things that can help you sneak. I've got these scrolls
Okay.
that are perfect for
Okay.
sneaking around and getting in places and getting out of places that you'd need to. There's some invisibility scrolls that I have. Oh, yes, and he goes and he dives over to the wall and he's like, oh, yes,
Okay.
it's invisibility scrolls. Yes, there's also pass without trace. Yes, that's very helpful, very, very helpful. And he goes and he starts running around.
Pass without a trace. That's detectable by magic, though. Do you have anything that is not detectable by magic? Or anything that would make me, just me by myself, invisible to magic?
Most things are detectable by magic. It's very, very tough to not be detected by magic. What you're seeking is a unicorn, really. Um, um,
Oh,
but
you've got to
there
know
are some things that
something.
maybe could be used that could possibly help you in other ways. There's scrolls of polymorph.
Okay.
Yes. There's fog.
Okay.
Fog cloud can let you get around as a cloud of fog. Yes. If you need to get into a place or out of a place with ease, dimension door. And he goes, oh, yes. Dimension door can work as well. Yes.
Now, would this dimension door work in some place that you might, just in case he goes into a place that's like, got like a lot of magic around, like a lot of it. It would still
as
work.
long as there's no like magic that's keeping things from casting magic, I see it would work just perfectly. It allows you to travel for like I think
Okay,
300.
and
Is it 300 feet? I think it's somewhere around 300 feet. In a straight line in any direction you want. If you know where you're trying to go, it's the best.
Like through
Through
walls
walls and straight to my heart.
Oh, that is so sweet of you. So how many of these would I need? Would I need like one scroll to get in and then one scroll to get out? And is there like a limit on the number of people or times I can use
Well,
the scroll?
Each scroll is only one-time use. With Dimension Door specifically, it allows you to pass through with someone else as well. So a pair of people can get in and get out. So if you wanted to take me along on your stakeout, and then we could zip out of there into a wonderful restaurant that I have reservations for that I have just made because I have never had love in my life.
That is so kind of you, but I really don't think that we should risk it. My partner, he's a little bit dangerous, and I would hate for us to get caught and for you to be there. That wouldn't be fair to you. You're doing such a great thing by helping me out. So Okay, so I think the doors are great. I'm gonna want like I think 4 of
His
those
eyes just
door
get
scrolls.
really, really big, almost like a cartoon would when it does the little money signs in the eyes, like ka-ching. You almost hear a cash register going off.
Ooh, a penny.
And then tell me more about the polymorph ones. Is that like 1 scroll per person or per like time that I'll have to use it? And how long does it last?
Yeah. Well, let's go ahead and take a look at polymorph. Oh, I think I have something written down about it right here. I have notes on all of my spell scrolls. Since you want to know the exact things about it. Lasts for about an hour. So for an hour, it can change any creature into a lesser creature at will.
Into a lesser creature. Okay, so would that be like
Yes,
a
rodent,
rodent?
feline, canine, the bugs, birds, woodland animals.
Can we all be mice? Can we break in as mice? Mouse, mouse heist.
And this is when we should have discussed if the boys that were dressing as women were staying at the thing or if they were coming inside, so I'd know how many of these fucking things to get.
I mean, it's better to have more than less.
True.
It's better to overestimate than underestimate.
And you said that the polymorph lasts for an hour.
Yeah, up to an
I
hour.
think we
You
could get
can
in and out
you
in an
can
hour.
decide to turn it off before then, but you've been turning me on since you walked in the door.
Bro, I mean,
This man needs a restraining order.
yes. Oh, thank you. Holly is like very visibly trying to hide her disgust in order to get the job done. So I think how about 5 of those?
Okay, 5. Let me put this in your shopping cart here. Everything's digital nowadays. All right.
But I heard Amazon went down.
Is there anything else that you might need in getting around? And
Well, okay, so I think that'll definitely help me get around. But do you remember I said that he's a little scary and could be a little violent? Do you have anything that I might be able to, like, if he starts to attack me, something that I could maybe use to subdue him or knock him out for like a couple hours? Just so I could get away, so I could escape and come back to you and let you know everything that happened so we can go to Olive Garden.
oh, you like the Olive Garden too?
Love it. Because when you're there, you're
Yes, I
family.
have way too many olives. I've been making olive oil.
This man definitely gets the no family discount.
Like, actually, I gotta hurry up because my discount's about to be over at the Olive Garden. I've got to go get more. Let's see. Let's see what I can have here for you. What's a good spell for you? You want to knock someone out? Perhaps put them to sleep?
Yeah, sleep is great.
Well, I can. Let's see. Here's our good scroll. Oh, it's a pretty common spell scroll. It just it puts people to sleep for a duration of time.
Well, how long? I have to know how long. Goodness, he's
About
terrifying.
about a minute. Yeah, it's a very common spell scroll. Not very powerful.
Okay, I'm gonna need something that's longer than a minute, so we don't worry about that. I will I'll look for like some potions or something for that. So for now, I guess just those 9 scrolls that we discussed, 5 of the polymorph, and 4 of those doors that'll help me get in and out and turn into somebody else and rip my earbud out of my ear and be totally undetected.
All right. Well, the Dimension Door spell scrolls are 150 gold per. I'll be willing to give you that 50 gold discount off of each one, since you said you're going to go on a date with me. Get some coffee.
Okay.
That's 400 gold. And you said the other scrolls you wanted that we put in your cart were the invisibility ones or the polymorph?
The polymorph.
Yes, yes.
Polymorph.
And the polymorph ones are about 75 apiece. We'll take 25 gold off. And how many of those you wanted?
5.
5. So that's going to be let's see, 1, 2, 250.
It's 650. I mean, I'm sorry. How much?
It's going to be 700 gold.
No.
I know what I said.
That but we're gonna go on a date.
Roll a persuasion. Yeah, well, see, here's the thing. He was going with you the whole time until you snapped at him.
Well, and feel fortunate that you haven't had to do persuasion roll till now.
She was.
I thought that.
Well,
was
she was role playing it so well that I didn't want to discourage her and stop her by making her do a roll. But then the moment she decided to snap back,
her silently standing back.
He goes, oh, okay, but listen, I'm gonna make the reservations for tomorrow at 4:50 because yes,
PM?
because it's when the early bird special ends.
Oh, that's my favorite special. You're so smart. Grab your little ear. Okay, so 650 gold, right?
Yes. All right. So go ahead and add 4 scrolls of Dimension Door and 5 scrolls of Polymorph. Before we finish shopping, let's go ahead and jump over to the Quentin and Sniffler show. Wah. So Quentin, you start. I'm gonna need a stealth check from you as well now.
Me, and stealth check.
Go ahead and roll one more d20. Sniffler's gonna give you a little helping hand.
Literally a little one.
The teeniest of helping hands.
So you're.
So put together that's a 17.
You're making your way. That's cute. So you're making your way across town towards the library, and you notice that as you're trying to be stealthy, you're checking over your shoulder, but it feels like somebody is following you. So what would you like to do? You are currently right now about a few city blocks away from distance-wise away from the library. There is the main road that you are traveling on the side, and there are two arteries coming out of that main road to the left and to the right.
Do I know of any back alleys I can drop into and pop right back out to still make it to my destination?
Roll a history check. So you remember the last time you were here, you snuck around in an alleyway and eavesdropped on a conversation between Shortbeard and Gray, and you remember that if you cut right down this street here, you could cut through a left and another right and try to lose them and get to that alleyway that's by the church.
Okay. So when I pop into this alley, do I see anywhere I can, just kind of drop into a dark corner and, wait and see if anyone comes up on me?
Yes, there is.
Before they round the corner.
Absolutely. So,
specifically.
there are plenty of dark corners in this alleyway for you to kind of hide in. You do
Okay.
so, but I'm gonna need one more stealth check.
Actually, if I may, Eldritch Invocation, Eyes of the Runekeeper. When you are in an area of dim light or darkness, you can use your action to become invisible until you move or take an action or a reaction.
There you go. Hey, those Eldritch Invocations paying off dividends. All right, so you pretty much like active camo. You go invisible, and you see as two members of the town's guard go down the street you just cut into the alley from, and you hear one of them go, "See, I told you that was nobody, and we were going on a wild goose chase." And the other one goes, "But I could have sworn it was one of the adventurers. Those adventurers that tried to help the chosen one kill the king." He goes, "Look, I know you're trying to get a promotion, but you're not gonna do it chasing every fantasy you see on the street. Those people are probably long gone from here. What do you think? They're that fucking stupid that they'd come back here and fucking sneak around and probably get caught? You really think they're that fucking dumb?" "Oh, I guess if they were trying to kill the king, they'd probably have to be a little smarter, huh?" "Yeah, that's right. They're probably miles away. I'd be willing to bet my entire life savings to the fact that they are nowhere near this place, that they're probably so far away from here."
We're gonna speak out of character, but yes, just on that line alone, the sheer desire to want to just go to someone's back.
Like, I'll take that bet.
And he goes, "Okay, well, I guess we should probably get back to our patrol." Like, yeah. We need to get out of here. We need to get back to our patrol, do our jobs. And then they wander back. You see Sniffler underneath you going, "Wah."
That was a close one, buddy. Hey, why don't you look around the corner and make sure
and he
we're
just
all
kind of
clear.
like looks around and then runs back up to you and he goes, "Wah."
All right, let's go. Pop it. And then I'm gonna go ahead and move my way through the rest of the alley. When I arrive at the end of the alley, what do I see?
So the end of the alley dumps out onto another main road, and that main road is one of the large main roads of the town. It's the one that actually the church is on, and you can actually see the front of the church from where you are standing here.
So I see the front. Do I see, or how many entrances do I currently
You just see the
see?
big main cathedral style entrance. It's up a flight of stairs. It's a big ornate archway with big glass stained windows everywhere. These stained windows are not Sister Nova's mother, though. These are just other ornate. One of them has a depiction of a great tree, which is one of the symbols. The other one is just some ornate symbols of the church, stars and
Like
moons and
stars
whatnot.
and books.
Um,
Some green
well, no,
clover.
this isn't a box of Lucky Charms,
Oh.
but
That would be the Church of like Dawn, I think.
So do I see anywhere where I can possibly get maybe just a little closer and additionally a higher vantage point?
yeah, actually, the buildings that make up the other sides of these of the alley you're on are actually 3 stories high, and they're flat roofed. Um, as far as height goes, there's really not a whole lot else around that's close. You can get closer. There's a bunch of on the other side of the road, closer to the church. There's a lot of shrubbery and bushes and trees because they've made this area of the city as beautiful as humanly possible. So you could hide in those, but you'd be down further, or you could stay here a little further back, but get more of a bird's eye view.
All right, yeah, no, I'll take the bird's eye view. And with Sniffler, so and can you describe Sniffler's disguise ability?
So basically, he
Or-
has an ability that can change your appearance for an extended period of time. It's a complete fabrication. No one, if anyone touches it, they'll immediately know there's something up, because if you are bigger than the image that's being projected on you, you touch them before they get to the actual image, or the other way around. If you are bigger and if you are projecting an image that's bigger, it
Okay.
would go through the image.
All right. As one of the citizens is going by, as one of the citizens are walking by, I'm just gonna point him out to Sniffler and be like, "Hey, bud, can you make my face and my clothes look like that guy?"
He kind of takes a good look down the road and sees the person, and hops up and flaps you in the face with both of his flippers. And you feel like
Hey!
it's almost like an egg running down your face, but it's the magical runny disguise egg. And yeah,
That's
right.
so cursed.
And your appearance now looks like that figure as they walked by.
Got it. At which point, so when I get to one of these rooftops, you said it's wow, it's flat.
It's flat with the like, think like modern like buildings have that like flat roof, but then like it's like a little like mini wall around the top. So you
okay. So could I potentially lie on my stomach and be very
Mhm.
hard to see? All right, let's do that. We're gonna have ourselves kind of a sniper's outpost, if you
Oh,
will.
cool.
And I do have. Speaking of, I do have a telescope handy. So we're gonna, not a telescope. That's not the right word, but whatever that right word is, right?
Uh, Kaleidoscope? No, that's the other thing. The ooh, look at this, all the shapes. Um, Binocular,
Binocular.
but singular.
Yeah, we'll say
Unocular.
whatever.
So hold on now. First I'm gonna need you to make an athletics or acrobatics check, depending on which one you have that's better. Unless you have something like rope or anything like that.
I do, in Back. Hold that
Holding?
thought. Yeah, I do have hempen rope.
You pull rope out of your pack, and without hesitating, Sniffler goes wah, wah, and then he grabs the rope and just it's up the wall of the building at an incredible speed, and you can just see him tying off the rope on something up there on the roof. And you see him give it a kind of like quick little tug to let you know that you could start climbing up.
And I'll
Right.
go ahead and climb up.
Well,
And as soon as I land on the roof and greet Stifler again, I'm gonna put my hand up for a high five. I was like, "Good, quick work, buddy."
And he smacks your hand. And you see he follows suit with you. He's kind of like looking up at you and like imitating you. So he gets next to you and flops down on his belly and kind of like puts his flaps over the edges of the wall to kind of pull his head up so he can see. And then he starts pretending like he's looking through a telescope.
Chat, if someone wants to give Sniffler a toy, then now's the time. Just saying.
All right. Well, there's really only a few minutes left till 10. I don't want to jump over and get into the middle of something with everybody on the other side. And pretty much Quentin is going to be here until the shift change waiting. So we'll go ahead. What? Say again?
No,
I was going to say we'll go
ahead.
ahead and call it here, and this is where we'll pick up back at the in the magical quarter, trying to find a hidden entrance or exit into from the magic quarter into the library. The library. So yeah, that's where we'll pick up for. And small rubber ducky. All right. And as you both are sitting there on the roof, you're looking at Sniffler being super cute and trying to imitate you. Quentin, you remember that you have a small little rubber toy in your pack that you found way back when. And you reach into your pouch there and you pull out a little tiny rubber ducky.
Oh, hey, bud! Look at what I got for you.
He looks at it and he goes, wah, wah, and he grabs it and he gives it a good squeeze. And you see a little tear rolls down his cheek. And then he puts it in his little Sniffler pouch.
Yeah, I never knew why I didn't think to give that to you. I'm glad you like it, bud.
I love that.
All right. Well, that's where we'll leave it. We'll pick up next week in the Magic Quarter, trying to see if Sister Nova can be successful in finding another entrance or exit from the place. And then we're gonna get to some pretty thick ladies. That's what I'm gonna say. Lady G coming strong, and the Lady G and the Gray Lady. Just, I'm all about that.
I can't wait to follow the instruction of knock them out with the.
That put a very descriptive image in my brain, and I love it. Well, everyone, thank you so much for joining us for another wonderful episode of Edinia. We will be back next week for the continuation. Join us tomorrow as we finally start our Aliens gameplay. That's right. We will be coming to you live, streaming Aliens. Who will die? Will it be the scientist or the pilot? Or perchance no one will die, which would definitely be a
Or
shock.
the
Make
viewers
bets
and
on who the
anticipate.
first
Mhm.
person. Make bets on the first
Yeah,
person.
we will. I will take
Oh, no.
bets. And there is a back channel meta game where there are people who are vying to be the first person dead. So that could be very, very interesting. But next week, starting Monday, join us again for Lords and Ladies of Fate do Star Trek Adventures. Where we're getting into the middle still of our holodeck adventure. And next week again, Wednesday, Edinia, more heist stuff. And then the following Thursday will be Star Wars with the very own the Darn World. He is a good Jedi. He's going to do things good. We are rating Ink and Liar. Ink and Lear. So make sure, remember everybody, you are representing the Lords and Ladies of Fate. That's not just us. That's you too. Not the band, but you as well. Please be respectful, be thoughtful, be fun, and only a little bit obnoxious. Make sure you spam those emotes. You have them. Use them. Show them what they're missing. And we're going to close this out the same way we close out every single week, with a little bit more time than we had last week. We're going to say that patent pended Edinia catchphrase. That's definitely the same thing every single week. And it's definitely not 6 different things all changing every single week said by different people. We're going to go ahead on the count of 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. We are Baomar.
I
You know, I
Pretty
honestly
lady.
don't know
I don't know what's
why it took us
happening.
so long to think about